What up, everybody? Yeah, everybody gonna Olay.
I had this shit on where it was a screen reader and the shit would read everything back to you with every sound. I was like, yo, this is fucking weird.
That shit is annoying
They
too.
closed it so and it's like that robot voice. It was like, yeah, she closed her eyes and he strokes her hair, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
How the levels?
Oh yeah,
the levels good. The levels are great. The levels are good.
Let's see here. Oh, it crashed.
What's going on, OTR fan base? As you can see, we are in the lab.
Say, damn, we got so much shit in here.
We are in the lab. You are seeing real live put together shit.
Behind the scenes footage.
We ain't gonna change it up for you. This is what you get. Feel like y'all been catered to.
Yo. Say something real quick.
Yo.
You're good.
Yo. Trace trash.
That's weird.
Didn't Cody say he didn't want to see him on Raw?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
I thought about that as soon as I saw him walk out.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, are we good?
Say something good.
Yeah, are we good?
Yeah, if we speak up.
I always speak up. I hear myself perfectly when I replay it.
I guess.
I'll be JD at the time to be all.
What, quiet? No, it don't.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What it do, what it do, what it do. This is your number one crew. This is Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. No, this is not an episode of OTR Beyond the Ropes. We are live together. You better believe it. This is your number one slide, a.k.a. Mr. Mic Drop. But guess what you could call me today? OTR JD.
Are you done or you finished?
Hey, I can keep it going. Don't play. Don't play. We in the lab today. I can keep going.
I wasn't sure. I mean, I thought you was going to go, so I was going to let you go.
BKA, Mr. Dreadhead, BKA. Right. You already know I wear the shades when we live. Oh, okay. I'm done now.
Right, yeah. This is Jay, a.k.a. Mr.
Ray. And this is Trey, a.k.a. Treyway, a.k.a. OTR Trey, a.k.a. Trizzy Trey, a.k.a. Flea Trizzy, a.k.a.
Flea Trizzy. Flea. Anything with flea in it. All right, whatever.
Flea.
Hey man, that's my PlayStation username.
I guess I'm the lame one there.
Nah, you just keep it. You just keep it. You keep it casual, simple. Yeah. Simple is easy.
Yeah.
That means everybody's gonna know your name. They gonna see us and be like, "What the hell do we call you today? Monday you this, Tuesday you that." But we are here. We are live. We are here to talk about Elimination Chamber and Battle in the Valley. So, which one you guys want to talk about today? This evening.
Let's start with the battle.
The battle.
Battle in the Valley.
There's only one thing to start about that day.
Of course.
Everyone want to talk about. Well, two things. Okay, go ahead.
The first one, one of the big things was that Jay White lost to Eddie Kingston, so he can no longer fight in New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But the rumors where everybody kept saying, "Oh, does that mean he going to WWE?" But then I kept seeing they were saying that WWE was actually going after a different free agent, and that is actually Kenny Omega. They're actually going after him, probably prioritizing him over Jay White. I think that's news.
I
think that would be a mistake.
It's news, but don't nobody want to see Kenny Omega's.
They tried to get him before AEW started. They tried to get him in like 2018.
Yeah, that would have been acceptable. Now it's just.
So now you just, because we got Cody, you want to bring everybody else? Yeah. I'm cool with Jay White coming. You know what I'm saying? It brings a different dynamic. But Kenny, do I want to see all? See, okay. See, you bring Kenny to WWE, his whole moveset is now paper mache. he's not able to do what he does in AEW in WWE.
I mean, it's not even the moveset for me. To me, it's just
he goes ham in
I don't
Japan.
I
He
don't
wrestles
see
different there
Kenny
anyway.
Omega as the WWE champion. Just saying, or Universal champion.
I don't agree with that,
Well,
but
hey, that's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying I don't want him to be watered down.
You see his face on the side of the trailer,
Yeah,
running the brand.
you see Seth Rollins?
Nah,
Yeah.
no, sir. I don't see it with Kenny Omega.
I can see it.
Hey.
You got to be seeing it with Logan Paul. He gonna win him a title here pretty soon.
He ain't gonna get the. He might get.
What's
like
up, Rusty? I'm gonna hit you back.
Or he might get like United States.
We live for real.
I know. Shit.
That would be
Logan might even get. I can see him getting like a tag team if they put him with the. Nah, he's too.
Nah, if
too
Logan stays
big
around
for
long
tag
enough, he'll get a WWE championship.
We'll see.
one, right?
Mhm.
Like US Intercontinental.
No, he talking about WWE,
Nah,
like
main
WWE
champion.
Universal.
I can see it if he stays around long enough.
He ain't staying long. He's not staying around long enough.
He might.
Yeah, he might because he got a knack for it. Like
He do.
I was watching his interview he did with Cody on his podcast, and Cody was like,
I
ain't never seen nobody pick it up as fast as you.
True, but
Well, I'll say that. Okay, I will say this. Yes, I can see them giving him a championship just because of the followers that he has, and you understand that he has what 15 million followers on YouTube or something like that.
I don't know that.
So I mean, could you imagine 15 million views on him with that WWE? Because you know he's gonna have it all over YouTube and everything. Like that.
yeah.
So,
And it helps that he's actually good.
I mean, he is entertaining. I have to give you that.
Mm-hmm.
He's better than some of these other celebrities. Well, he's a lot better than some of these other celebrities that they brought in.
He's a
Like
second
that.
generation
Ain't
Hangman Adam Page.
He ain't no David Arquette. You know what I'm saying?
He
He's
ain't no
Adam
Bad
Page.
Bunny.
Buckshot lariat.
Oh yeah, he do be hitting that buckshot.
He be looking like he about to fall though.
I know.
He
right?
do it so fast.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shoot, okay, he got it.
Like him and Seth Rollins is going to be a very entertaining feud.
Okay,
But
well,
let's
before
not
we
get
get
off
off the top, I was gonna say
topic.
we get off the topic. Let's go ahead and let's get the obvious out of the way because we already know.
Yeah, money.
Money. Money. Oh, okay.
So who stayed up until 3:00 in the morning to watch the match?
Nobody.
I was trying to stream. I couldn't. I was watching it on YouTube the next day. Somebody had it on. Somebody had the whole match that they took from their phone.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
but
I didn't realize how long that shit was. That shit was like almost 30 minutes.
yeah, her match.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a good match.
It was a good match.
It was a great match.
It was good to see her in the ring, and we get to see the finisher the way it was supposed to go.
The moneymaker.
So would you,
Yeah.
you like it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's dope.
yeah.
Okay.
I said it was gonna be legit once it get hit right. I like it. It's different.
Because Kyrie messed it up the first time.
Yeah,
Because
but-
she dropped too low first.
and you've never seen a move like that before.
That's
You've
true.
never seen a move, and for a female to pull that off, I was like, oh yeah. So we knew that she was gonna become champ.
Oh, you see, she hit a Bailey to belly,
Yeah.
paying tribute to Bailey.
First of all, did you see after she won the little twerk?
Yeah. of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
I think it's just one of those things where she's happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then watched her
Interview after.
after the solo stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where she got at midnight, she had got a text from William Rico and Triple H that made her very emotional. So then she goes on to play. She was like, I'm happy right now. I'm happy where I'm at, but don't say never to me ever coming back to WWE.
Of course.
Yeah.
Never say. I mean, come on. At one point, we was about to get Ryback back in the WWE. I mean, I'm just saying you can never say never.
Okay, I got a question too though, like because I looked at it and I was like, do y'all feel like that New Japan's US base is like very slim?
Yes.
Because I looked at that and I was like, oh my gosh, it looked like Impact.
Yeah.
Also, you got to think they
Well, it's new for them.
They didn't have a lot of
I'm thinking I was about to say 10 p.m. but it was 7 where they were.
yeah.
But yeah, you got to think New Japan is
Japan
very niche
Mhm.
audience,
Mhm.
and it's going to take them a minute before they get like the big, but they'll get it though.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, okay.
Before they get the really big following in America.
Do I see New Japan packing out arenas like WWE?
Mhm.
Not anytime soon.
Mhm.
I think all their stuff is going to be very small venues. They're going to test it out, see how everything works out with them putting on these shows in the U.S. Like Trey saying, it's a very small. I mean, you know, you gotta be up a certain time of the day to even watch New Japan, depending on when it is, unless you're watching something that's taped and it comes on whatever channel it is. I think Access or
it comes on after Impact.
Yeah.
So you also got to be willing to deal with the fact that a lot of the wrestlers that you like don't speak English.
That too. That too. But they do have. Don't they have the?
They have another one coming up.
Don't they have the English announcers and stuff now
that
translate it for you?
Yeah, but you still have to listen to a translator.
Well, yeah, but still, I mean, think about WWE. Whenever they watch it, or they're listening to translators and stuff. So, I mean, I think if they, I think that if it becomes worth it, right? If they really see that, they do, because I know New Japan does have a big fan base in the U.S., right?
Yeah.
So if that fan base does turn out for them, then I can see where they'll do something where they'll get U.S. commentators, kind of like how WWE does now. Remember, at first it was just Spanish commentators.
Yeah.
And then, like, now the WrestleMania, they got a whole wall of commentators for every country now. You know what I'm saying?
India,
exactly.
Portugal.
So I can see them possibly doing something like that for bigger events. It just depends on how big of the venue and stuff like that. But for right now, I think it's just going to be small, intimate setting venues and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because this is what, 1 of 3 this year? Or 4?
1 of 4, I believe.
1 of 4 that's in the U.S.
So, 1 of 4.
Okay. And I feel like that if they have more time to promote it, it's going to go well. Because they only had 2 months.
And I think what it also does is it's great for these wrestlers that are like in these contracts with like AEW and stuff like that want to compete in New Japan, right?
Yeah.
Now they don't all have to go
overseas.
Facts. Right? Now they have these US-based shows, so you're going to be seeing a lot more of these independent people or a lot more of these people that pop up on AEW. I think WWE might even start it too. At some point, and then you're going to start seeing some of them pop up from time to time. It's not going to be always, but
And then you got to think about it. ROH has always had a working relationship with New Japan.
Yeah.
And now that ROH has their TV deal now, might start seeing more collaborative efforts. You may see more Japanese people on the ROH side.
Yeah, possibility.
So because they've already been bringing them into AEW.
Yeah,
facts.
So I guess the real question is, now that she has this championship,
what's she gonna do with it?
Well, yeah, what's next? Do you think that Kyrie's gonna come back to the US?
When we first heard about Kyrie defending it against Mercedes, that was my first initial thought. That there was a big possibility that she could come back.
Bring out the Kabuki Warriors?
Yeah. I don't think she's come back.
It possibly can, but I don't see her fighting for the title again because pretty much, how New Japan is big on respect, kind of like ROH. Whenever they lose the title, they show that initial respect. But hers was almost kind of like a farewell type thing. If you looked at it, how she did it, it was almost like farewell, like thank you guys for my time. She might just be taking some time off. She might come over to AEW. Who knows? She could make a big pop in AEW.
Nah, she would be lit. Her versus Riho, that'd be good.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that because they're both Asian.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious because because it seems like whenever somebody from the US gets a Japan title, they hold it forever.
Yeah.
Like I don't know when the hell Kenny about to drop this US title because Moxley had it forever.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think about booking wise and everything like that.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons why they hold on to it for so long because the booking is, they got to work the schedule, and it's not like it's a short flight for them to fly over to Japan. And I think that's where the benefit of these US based shows are going to come from. You know what I'm saying? Because how long is the flight? What you talk about? Like 16, 17-hour flight that they got to do to get over to Japan or something like that, maybe?
Yeah, 2 work shifts.
Yeah, pretty much, exactly.
A double.
That's a lot of time right there.
So I'm watching. How do y'all feel right now? We watching Raw. as well. How do y'all feel about this whole thing? This is the second time Baron Corbin didn't attack somebody. He attacked Cody last week. He attacked Sammy this week. Ever since JBL dropped his ass.
Well, I mean, anything's better than Happy Corbin or what was the one with him and JBL?
Corbin. Oh,
what broke Corbin too.
Yeah.
And
I think
Happy
this
Corbin.
I think this is a way to not take a step back, but reinvent himself as a heel.
Yeah,
and
but he about to
being
lose
strong.
to Sammy. I mean,
Of
Sammy's on the type of road right now where.
And the thing is, he's having people fight him in their street clothes. Cody fought him in his suit.
Yeah.
And then now Sammy's fighting him in his jeans.
And he's gonna lose to Sammy in the jeans.
Yeah.
It just goes to show like how bad, it is, like for booking whenever it comes down to something.
And then it makes me wonder, like, okay, is it like, do you got a contract right now where it says that you're a jobber?
Man, I feel like they on some renegotiation type shit, and that's the reason why they're doing this, because they ain't gonna really write anything for his ass because we don't know if his ass leaving or coming.
Facts.
That's what I feel like this shit is tight.
The only thing is that I don't like is unless this story gets to a point where Corbin gets on a roll and becomes like a top heel in the company again, like a legit top heel, then they just had JBL bury him for no reason.
Basically.
Pretty much.
And I hate that.
Yeah.
Like you just ruin it. It's like you just do it just to do it. Just get a cheap pop for that week.
Yeah.
And then it ruins them because nobody takes them serious. Like I will never forget when Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman literally laughed Jinder Mahal out the building with the prospect of him fighting Brock in Survivor Series, that they booked it to where AJ beat him so they can have a legit match. I'm never getting over that.
Yeah.
They buried him so hard, and now he's on NXT fighting Braun Breaker.
Yeah, well, listen, we could go all day about this.
I just had to say it because he just popped up on the screen.
Oh my God, that was so awful.
But did y'all have anything else about New Japan? Okada got his title back.
Yeah.
The Motor City Machine Guns won.
It was
Zack Sabre Jr. won.
Yeah, it was a good pay-per-view. It was a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was a pay-per-view. It wasn't a PLE.
They're all pay-per-views.
No, they're PLEs. All right, well let's get to the chamber.
Yep. Well, I think JD might have went a little undefeated.
That's fine.
Yeah, you went chalk.
I went chalk.
Yeah.
What's that supposed to be? Because I can write this?
Because you were obvious.
Yeah, that's
whoa.
chalk.
I went into detail with the reason why I picked I picked.
You picked Duke, Carolina, UConn.
That's just like me saying the Lakers are gonna win the championship.
Why the Lakers suck?
Okay.
Yeah, maybe a novice.
You're gonna see.
They went into the All-Star already eliminated from the playoffs. Anyway, so
they still got time.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. They got 23 games left.
They're 4 games behind 6th place.
Bro, they're in 14th place.
But they're 4 games back.
I get what you're saying. They're in 14th place.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
This is a wrestling podcast. We ain't even going on that.
Hey, we can talk about anything.
I know we can.
We multifaceted.
But
trash. All right, but yeah, JD went undefeated.
Kind of, sort of. I think did I mess up on one?
Yeah, you messed up on one.
I think it was the Brock and Lashley one.
Everybody messed up.
No,
that one don't count.
We picked Lashley.
I mean,
begrudgingly,
it still don't count.
Begrudgingly, but
it still don't count. Listen, okay, let's get first off the women's elimination chamber match. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different ways that they could have gone with this match.
Mm-hmm.
And they chose Asuka.
Evil
Asuka. Like, come on, man. Like, this shit is just so damn... I'm tired of...
She made history.
No, man. They just recycle the same set of women over every year. It's the same set of girls that they are female wrestlers that they just continue to recycle for WrestleMania. Like, it's ridiculous already. They could have did shit with Liv Morgan that would have been actually worth seeing. They could have did something with Carmella that probably would have actually been worth. Or hell, I was still going for with Raquel Rodriguez. I think that would have been actually a fantastic match.
What about
Her
that?
versus, I think Raquel Rodriguez would have been a fantastic match against
Bianca.
Look, I can't.
First of all, we were in Montreal.
Yeah.
Montreal.
Quebec, Canada.
And you already know how that goes. Ain't no heart winning in Montreal.
Look, man, Asuka is now the only woman in WWE history to win the Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank, and Elimination Chamber match.
I don't care.
This is an ESPN stat.
I don't care.
Like they can get a step from LeBron.
Sick and tired of it. Like I'm over it.
But I knew once she had a character change, I knew she was going to be fighting at WrestleMania.
She didn't have a character change. She just changed her face paint.
No, she did.
She just can't use the name Kana. That's her character right now. They just can't use that name because copyright.
I don't care. I'm just saying. All she did was change her freaking face paint.
Her attitude and fighting style is different.
Yeah, man.
If you say so. It's the same.
She has ruthless
aggression. The same old Asuka that screams out shit that we don't understand.
Hold up, she don't
talk anymore.
She don't.
She was
all she does is smile weird.
That too.
Yeah.
Her and Nikki Cross got a bond.
Shit is weak.
They might be a tag team.
Yeah.
It is weak. I'm telling you. But you know what's so crazy now that Asuka's facing Bianca? I really don't think Bianca's gonna lose. Sorry, I don't think she's dropping the title to Asuka.
You don't?
No.
I don't know. We have over a month.
I know. I'm just saying.
So
I'm just letting it be known now. I don't think that she's dropping that title.
I mean, Bianca's over a year.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Matter of fact, it's a lot of long title reigns because Usos is over 600, Roman's over 900.
Okay, so if Bianca wins,
300.
the next person that's challenging her is probably gonna be like Nia Jax.
Oh God.
And then Bianca's gonna show her strength and lift Nia Jax.
I swear to God, if you say Nia Jax's name one more time in this podcast, I'm signing off. I'm sending all y'all asses home.
Okay, Jax Nia.
Tamina's cousin.
The big bone breaker.
I mean, so overall, what did you think about the women's elimination chamber match?
It was better than last year's.
It definitely was.
Yeah, I liked it.
It was better than last year's.
I liked it.
I
like how they made certain people look strong.
Yes. Crashing through the cage.
I mean, it took what, 2 people to get rid of
Liv.
No, it took 3 people to get rid of Raquel.
Raquel, yeah.
They hit like 3 finishers on her. So once I seen that, I was like, oh shit, yeah, okay.
Once I saw that it was Raquel, Carmella, and Asuka left, and
I knew
Raquel lost.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, it's definitely gonna be Asuka.
Yeah,
because Carmella, I like Carmella, but she's been gone for like 6 months and hasn't had like any kind of significant wins yet.
When Liv got eliminated, I said, okay, it's Asuka. I was already at that point where I was saying it was Asuka.
I was glad that Liv didn't tap. She passed out.
Yeah. Like low key, I was rooting for Liv in that. That one I went paper on.
Yeah.
That match I went paper on.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going for Liv and Raquel. And Liv started what? Number 2?
Yeah,
Number 1. She started it. Yeah. So they're building her up with strength wise that she could start a match and almost finish it. Because she did the same thing in Royal Rumble. She was
the last one.
Yeah.
That's
like I feel like this card with Asuka versus Bianca is a little bit weak. So I wouldn't be too surprised if they wrote it in some way as a triple threat match. When's the last time we had a women's triple threat match for the women's championship?
Becky.
It was Becky,
Charlotte
and Ronda. That was what, 3 years ago?
Yeah,
4 years ago?
Titles.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's been a couple of years now since we've had that. So I wouldn't be too surprised if
they should have fucking had an elimination chamber match at WrestleMania with all them girls in
there. Man, listen.
They've
never have a special match.
They've never done elimination chamber. They've done Hell in a Cell.
And it's only
they do Hell in a Cell WrestleMania.
Yeah,
they've done it before.
It's only because with that like elimination chamber,
Big Boss Man.
They do it at football stadiums.
Yeah.
So I don't think they could their production can't really accommodate a Hell in a Cell.
That's true.
I mean elimination chamber.
Listen, I still say I know it's a little bit off topic, but WrestleMania, come on, we need to bring back the Money in the Bank match. Needs to be WrestleMania.
Yes.
Like that right there, the whole moment, everything like that. Whoever decided let's take this and make it his own pay-per-view needs to be fired.
Yep.
Like immediately.
Yep, and Corbin lost. This is
Of course
what
he
he
did.
suggested.
Sammy wasn't going. I mean, Sammy's not losing anytime soon.
Nah.
All right.
All right. So, do we really want to talk about the next match? Are we really talking about Brock?
That's not the next match.
Yeah,
The next match is the Grit Couple versus the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
That was next. I
Yeah.
thought Brock and them was first. Then
It was a tag match.
Yeah. I picked Judgment Day.
You did pick Judgment.
I did.
I told y'all, man. Come on. I told you.
I said it was the Grit Couple, and Rhea was not going to take the L because they got to keep her looking strong for WrestleMania.
Yeah, I can see that one.
I'm not going to say it was totally horrible.
You think it was a bad match?
But
And Priest wasn't out there because he had to get ready for the Elimination Chamber.
I think
Beth doesn't need to wrestle no more.
Really? You think Beth was the issue?
She caused a lot of botches.
There was one. Okay, I did. There was a few botches that I did notice out of the blue, but I think she finished strong.
No, she finished strong.
I think she finished strong.
I think she might have had to get her wind underneath her wings.
I mean, you remember she had to get the jitters out. I mean, the double power bomb from her and Rhea at the same time.
That was legit.
Like
I said, it wasn't a horrible match. It was just I noticed certain botches.
I mean, I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10.
That's fair.
I think that's what that match.
Speaking of, here go the highlights right there.
Deserves,
And just the fact that they had like her attacking Finn was highlight.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of stuff that went on in this match. I mean, as you can see, the chair, like, all, you know what I mean? I think Beth put on a performance to where she showed that she can do probably a couple more matches.
They did the assisted code breaker.
Yeah, like they're what is it called? The Shatter Machine?
Shatter something.
Yeah, Shatter Machine. I feel like
if Edge was a Canadian, they wouldn't have won.
Okay, so I look at it, I was like, now that was mixed match challenge.
Yes.
Perfection.
This is what I want to see, because I want to see them put together. They're missing their opportunity. When they had the mixed tag matches,
they could have had a title.
Remember the ones that used to stream on Facebook and stuff like that? It was so good. Like, I think that they dropped the ball when it comes down to the whole mixed tag. Like, you could have a mixed tag championship and it would be fantastic. You know what I'm saying? And something like, I don't know why, like, does somebody in the back just talk about it and go, no, that's not a good idea, even though we did it and it was successful?
I don't think anybody's brought up the idea now, but back then you had a senile fuck that was owning the company that was making all the decisions.
They need to bring it back, or even not even like tag team champions. You know what I'm saying? Just bring back the mixed tag matches.
Yeah, like
I like them. Like, this was actually, like I said, 7.5 out of 10. It wasn't the worst match that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? And it was pretty decent. It had good moments and stuff like that. So overall, it was a good match. I knew Edge and Beth were going to win, because I kind of feel like this storyline is going to be drawn out until WrestleMania.
At least with Edge.
Well, you know, because Rhea's facing, it's basically going to be Edge versus Finn at WrestleMania is what we're getting.
Dom versus Ray.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope they got like the Demon Judgment or something like that, where Finn.
He needs to bring it out.
He ain't gonna bring it out while he's in Judgment Day.
He needs to bring out a Judgment Day version to finally put Edge down.
Yeah, and it'd be like the purple and black.
That would be dope, but I don't see them doing it.
I was calling for them to do that.
Months ago.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
You know, he already wears that like mask when he does his entrance and stuff, which is dope as hell.
Oh, you talk about the what you call the mask?
Yeah,
the mask was decent.
Yeah. So it was good. All right, so now we're going to the bathroom match. Some of you might not like it, but who gives a heck?
I don't even want to talk about this match. That's how annoying I am.
We have to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it, man.
We owe it to the people.
We're going to talk about it.
I will say this. Brock Lesnar outperformed Bobby Lashley.
Did he really?
Yeah. He did.
What you text me, Jay? Spear,
No,
F5.
No, that is the same thing that is. Oh, I don't know what you was watching. I'm trying to figure out what you was watching.
The beginning.
I was watching.
The first start of the match, Brock outperformed him.
As soon as the match started,
Who started the melee of the spear, F5?
Just because Brock initiated it.
No, Brock didn't initiate it. Lashley did.
Oh, you talking about when Lashley hit him with the spear?
Yes, that was the start of the cadence. I'm pretty sure Brock could have kept wrestling.
Bro, that whole match was spear,
and then
suplex,
and then Brock trying to not get put into the hurt lock.
Yeah,
What, he broke the masterpiece, the master lock.
He didn't let it get locked in
the first time.
Yeah,
and then he turned purple like.
I mean, 2 F5s
after. Oh no, it was during the match.
During the match, it was 2 F5s. I kept count. Okay, I kept count. Okay, it was 2 F5s. It was 2 spears. It was, I think it was 2 or 3. I think that's the only one I can't remember. I think it was 2 or 3 suplexes. This is how short this match was. Okay, because if this match went on any longer, it would have been about 8 or 9 suplexes, right? You know, Brock's good for at least 9 a match.
So I've come up with the synopsis that Bobby Lashley cannot wrestle someone his size.
No,
because he does so much other stuff. You
got to think about it like this, right? When you watch 2 heavyweights fight, you understand and kind of know that majority of the time, and when I say majority of the time, all the time. Well, not just that, like in boxing or MMA or anything, when you got like a heavyweight division, a lot of times heavyweights end in a knockout.
Yeah.
Normally that knockout comes for MMA, it's normally around like the 2nd round, right? Because they're so tired, they're so exhausted. Don't let it be a championship match when they go 5 full rounds, because then they're just dog tired. You know what I'm saying? And the body's just flopping and flying everywhere. So you got to kind of look at it with wrestling, which is, in my opinion, a little bit more physical, because you're exerting more energy, right? Versus boxing and MMA, where you're kind of saving energy. You're running around. You know, you're being strategic with your strikes and stuff like that to try to last a little bit longer. But what happens once they start wrestling and they start, you know what I mean, trying to put people
endurance.
Exactly, it starts kicking in. So imagine 2 spears from Bobby Lashley. Like, I'm pretty sure you can see how much he was fucking sweating, right? That man was tired. 2 suplexes by Lashley. I mean, not Lashley, by Brock. I mean, he was pretty much, Brock sweats like hell. You tell he don't stay in shape for shit.
Look at his legs.
Exactly. What you talking about, big with the chicken legs?
Bro, like that's just the most odd. Like,
listen, Brock's at that point in his life now where he don't need legs.
He has no muscle in his legs.
He don't need legs.
I'm like, how does he do an F5? His legs shrunk since he was the next big thing.
Hey man, listen. What they say? Lift with chips. No, but I mean, okay.
He does core thrust.
With that being said, I knew that it wasn't going to be a long match, right?
Yeah.
We knew that this match was going to come and go.
Yeah.
But come on.
Didn't we anticipate the Hurt Business coming out?
Yeah, we did. So that's why I was wrong.
But the low blow, like.
Now you're making Brock seem desperate. And then he just gets on a pissed off rampage at the end.
Exactly, because Brock does Brock things. So
Brock's the only person I can think of that has like actually really put his hands on the refs consistently,
where it's on purpose.
Yeah, like
it's not an accident. It's not a stage.
They're suspended mad times for it.
Yeah, goes after the refs for whatever reason. Yeah. Like, I don't know, man.
Like 2 F5s to a ref.
Listen,
Brock, you're getting hit with $250,000 fine.
You get disqualified and you attack the ref.
And you know the only reason why they went with the DQ was because they can't have a winner. They can't have
and
they're tied 1-1 right now.
Yeah. Well, as a correction, they did fight 2 times. So this was their 3rd.
Yeah. Battle. So I mean they have to find some way to extend this to WrestleMania.
Yeah. I
don't want to see it. Like I'm over it. I'm over Brock. I'm over Bobby.
Instead of bringing a tractor out, he gonna bring a bull from Saskatchewan.
I don't know. It's because that you do.
Because you know now. We saw on SmackDown, Bray called out.
He called out the winner.
The winner of the match. Well, technically, the winner of the match is Bobby.
Yeah.
So does that mean that Bray's going to fight Bobby?
Nah, it's going to be a triple threat.
Triple threat for what?
I don't know.
And that's the whole thing. Just doesn't make sense, man. I'm told you I'm over this topic, man.
We're done. We're done. Okay. So next, the men's elimination chamber.
I'll let y'all go. I feel like I've been talking too much.
Hold on, no. Okay. What do you think? What do you rate it?
It was a B.
A B?
It was a B for me.
Out of 10.
It was a B because of the Montez Ford injury. Otherwise, I would have had it at an A.
I feel like it was a match of the night.
That could easily be the match of the year.
I won't give it the match of the year.
Come on. That could easily be the match of the year. Think about this. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
By
this
far,
year. Yeah.
by far, hands down,
The best
elimination chamber match that we've had in years.
Since Goldberg, Shawn Michaels, Triple H.
I mean, since they started covering up the great and they went soft with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this has been, I mean, and it wasn't just Montez Ford just falling from
it was fucking Johnny wrestling.
Yeah, Johnny Gargano, oh man, he went in.
What?
This dude was jumping on the cage. I mean, come on. It was DDTs out of nowhere. Like
we got the through the pod spot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That we always get.
Yeah, he did a fucking Hurricane Rana to
the Hurricane Rana off the top of the pod.
Yes.
Oh crap, man, that shit. I was like, for a second,
I thought he hit. I thought he hit the pod.
No, he didn't hit the pod. He hit
the bottom. Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed. He hit Bronson Reed on his way down.
Oh yeah, because I know Damian Priest tried to catch him.
Yeah.
For that spot.
Because you can see he was holding the side of his face.
Yeah.
So he hit one of them two. One of them two, somebody tagged the side of his face.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Montez Ford flying all over the place, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm talking about his ass was
going nuts.
Yeah, he was going in, man. Trey has been for a long time calling the dawn of the solo run of Montez and I've been 100% against it, right? Yeah. Because I don't want to see the Street Profits
Montez the Don
split up. I have to say, after this match, God damn, I like to see a solo run from
Montez, and see what the thing about it is too, they're referencing it low key. Yeah. Because they keep saying
Cole kept saying it. Like Cole kept
saying it. And then when they're saying that Montez Ford says that when he wins, we all win.
Yeah.
And saying that if he won the U.S. championship, he's calling it the US title. So I'm just like, y'all referencing that this man is going on a solo run.
I think he is. And then also he said that, because remember Cole said it too, that Montez said that if he wins the title, the first thing he's doing is he's giving a title match to Dawkins. So, like I said, I don't think that even if he wins it, the Street Profits are going to be 100% done. You know what I'm saying? I think Dawkins might take like a little backseat while he has his solo run. Kind of like what happened with Edge and Christian when Edge finally won the Intercontinental Championship. Mm-hmm. Christian was still around.
Yeah.
Had his back. They still did some tag team stuff together every once in a while. Mm-hmm. But,
think about
take a back seat.
Yeah, and think about like when the Shield did it, right? I know that's a trio, but with the Shield, you had Dean win the US title.
They never defended.
And Roman and Roman and Seth had the tag title.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they were all still a group, But
I mean, same thing with New Day.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just have to say, man, like for me, the match was a 10 out of 10. And the only reason why I gave it a 10 out of 10 because Montez sold that injury fucking well, dude. He sold the hell out of that injury.
Bro, he sells everything.
I know the refs had the signal for when somebody was hurt and everything like that.
Yeah.
But when that fool didn't get up
from that curve stomp.
From that curve stomp, and you gotta give it to Seth, man.
Yeah.
The curve stomp from Seth. Like Seth was out there, and Seth can fly too.
Yeah.
Right.
What you think about the Logan Paul interference?
I think it was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
I think it was
interference in the Elimination Chamber.
I think it was the perfect way to set them up at WrestleMania. Logan costing him the championship. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I think that the way Logan hit the whatever,
Bloodshot Lariat.
whatever,
And then
whatever you want to call
a
it,
curb stomp
and then hit
after.
the curb stomp, man. It was just.
And then he was like, "I heard you talking, Seth. This is what happens when you keep my name in your mouth."
Because remember, he did an interview where he said that he felt that Logan Paul was he's in WWE for the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reasons.
He said he doesn't deserve to be here. He doesn't belong. Perfect.
I'll give it to Seth. Seth is really good at doing work interviews, but making them sound like shoots.
Yeah. So okay, hold on. Another time out real quick. We'll come back to this match, all right? But here's the thing about Seth that I like so much. Did y'all see the WrestleMania Hollywood?
Bro, I was gonna talk about
him dance like Joker.
What? Did he not pinpoint that?
Oh my,
when he first started this character, I said Seth would be the perfect Joker.
Hey man,
I mean, he wasn't moving his hips like Joaquin Phoenix.
Nah, man, Seth hit that on point, dude.
He didn't do the exact.
I mean, he didn't do the.
But he was. I'm just joking. He did.
He brought what he does there into that.
Bro, when he was going after Becky, what's wrong with your voice? He dying laughing, man. Like Seth, man, is natural entertainer. Like it's just to be that comfortable.
He's working his way back up to be my favorite wrestler again.
And to be that good.
He was.
Because at one point, it was starting to get a little bit obnoxious, right?
Which was the point?
Yeah, I think so. The laugh,
because he was a heel, so it was supposed to be obnoxious.
Like the way that he's been carrying himself. I've been like, okay, it's starting to get a little watered down, right? And then it kind of slowly, for me, it kind of recently just reeled itself back. Was when he came out with those red boots.
Oh my god, I hate them boots.
And he curve stomped the Miz with those red boots.
Yeah, man.
And
big ass
that right there just had me like I started laughing so hard, man.
It takes somebody like that to even come out.
The fishnet shirt and everything like that.
Boots.
Yeah, exactly.
When he came out there, I was like,
only Seth can do that. Only Seth. He's the only person I think that can pull it off.
I look at Seth Rollins as definitely being the modern day Shawn Michaels.
I can see that. Yeah.
I mean,
and remember at one point we were saying it was Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
Well, it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But remember when Seth started beefing with what was it? Was it General Manager Kane? What the hell was his name? Kane, when he was, you know what I'm talking about, when he was in the managerial role.
Yeah, when he was with the Authority.
Yeah, and Shawn Michaels called Seth Rollins light, but he wasn't saying it in a complimentary way.
Yeah.
So yeah, if he just added a super kick to his repertoire.
He does.
He does a little.
Nah, but he don't do it like Dolph does. Dolph actually hits a sweet chin music.
Yeah, but Dolph is trying.
I think the super kick is just watered down now. So
Seth stole the pedigree.
Yeah.
I like it though. I like that he has the pedigree.
And that's
I like when he fights Cody. I like when Cody uses it.
His pedigree is definitely his signature.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that he uses it as a signature and not a finisher.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm glad that they brought back the curb stomp. He's still able to use it. Like, Seth has a laundry list of moves, man, that he does. Like, his move set is
crazy.
He just has so many. Like, dang.
Who does the swing blade better? Seth
or Finn?
Finn.
I was gonna say I had to get it Finn.
Yeah, Finn.
Finn kind of goes past you and still connects.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He flies past you and it's like, but I still like Seth. Like,
what do y'all think about Bronson Reed and his time in the chamber was limited, but I think it was effective.
Well, hell, it took almost everybody hitting their moves.
Everybody did hit their move.
Yeah, kept him strong. Yeah. Everybody looked strong in that match.
Yeah, Bronson, man, he's definitely gonna have a future. For him to be a big guy like that and moving, you're looking at somebody like you remember with Jamal and Rosie when they first came in, and they were like Vince McMahon's henchmen.
Well, think about Keith Lee, so, you know,
who just came back to AEW. Also, he got blonde hair now.
I have to say that I think out of everybody in the Elimination Chamber,
who benefited the most?
I think my two least favorites, I would have to say, would be Theory
and Damian
Priest.
Damian Priest spent a lot of time outside, staggering.
Yeah,
he had his one moment where he was dominant.
Yeah,
but I felt like that And every time they panned the camera to him, he was hanging on to like the cage. And
I think what happened was he just, as good of a wrestler Damian Priest is, and he has been one of the few that I've been looking at like rising up and coming up and everything like that. And I do like watching him wrestle.
Yeah.
But I think that he just got outshined, man. Johnny Wrestling just kind of just took over.
Mm-hmm.
And then Montez kind of did his thing and took over. And I kind of feel like them two together really outshine, like even like Seth, and because Seth is gonna get his moment, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, until Seth got his moment, we were so fixed on what Montez and Gargano was going to do next. Like it was just so exciting to finally see them like elevate like that.
Yeah, and they're kind of like, as you see, Damian Priest. His signature is the razor's edge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because his idol was Scott Hall. So I like that. He paid homage to him during the match.
Well, I think that's kind of what I think that's the era that we're in now.
Yeah. Homage pain.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
How do you feel about secondary titles being defended inside of an elimination chamber?
I like it.
I like it. Why shouldn't they be?
Yeah, we've seen a U.S. title be defended inside of Hell in a Cell before.
Yeah,
I mean we've seen a main title be defended in an elimination.
I would like to see a Hell in a Cell with tag
You remember we talked about that?
Yeah,
like having both teams in the pod.
Yeah,
it's almost like war games.
I would like to see the Hell in a Cell with tag team. I think that it doesn't matter what title you have, you can defend it in any way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? Like elimination chambers shouldn't be just for the main titles.
And how you make the tag team is that you don't start with tag teams. You make two teams at a disadvantage. You get what I'm saying?
No, I like it. We start both let both of them out at the same time.
Because it'll be set up like a general tag team. You got one of your partners in the pod, and then boom, boom, boom. Well, they don't got enough pods, so I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't got enough.
Just put the teams in.
Yeah.
Let them out.
Like tornado
but it
tag.
only takes the one person. No, there ain't no tag.
No, I'm just saying it's tornado tag.
Yeah,
tornado tag means that everybody's in the ring.
Yeah, everybody's
and I miss those matches.
Yeah, and then whoever gets pinned from your team, if they get pinned, that's a wrap for you and your team.
Yeah.
It don't matter what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be something that would be exciting to see, especially with some of these tag teams. Like the Street Profit, the New Day. Could you imagine them?
Yeah.
In the elimination chamber? The Usos. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Viking Raiders.
Ooh.
Like, come on.
Ooh.
Oh, this is a little off topic, but I'm looking at The Miz on TV, and he was just at the NBA Celebrity All-Star basketball game.
Yeah.
And I was saying to y'all, see, if AEW really wants to build themselves up, they need to start getting their wrestlers on stuff like that. More mainstream things so that people outside of wrestling know who they are. Like start putting their champions. Like Moxley needs to start doing some commercials. Kenny, somebody.
Well, you got to think about all the bookings that these WWE wrestlers do, right? I mean,
hell, I've seen Cody more when he was WWE than I ever did when he was at AEW.
That's true. Just think about before Elimination Chamber. Roman Reigns is on the Today Show or the Late Show or whatever it is. I mean, they have a standing contract with WWE.
Rhea went on the Today Show and she ain't even the champion. She went on there just to talk about fighting for the title.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, the booking and the advertising and stuff, WWE got that down in lock. They got that lock, man. It takes time to build that type of stuff up.
But AEW have they have Turner Sports that they can use.
Yeah.
Like they need this. I mean, they do promote their stuff. Like during on TNT, they do promote the wrestling events are coming. I'm talking. They need to get their champions out there.
The only time
like MJF, like why MJF should be doing Today's Show type of interviews, Good Morning America, something like that. MJF will kill that.
I feel you now.
Yeah, but then it's like, look who has the money. Look who has the money.
The Cons.
Huh?
The Cons.
The Cons.
WWE has the money.
Because Tony Khan and his father have the money.
Well, are they going to promote most of these other brands the way that WWE does?
No.
Like WWE gets promoted on ESPN, Fox, like everywhere. Good Morning. Like they get promoted fucking NFL now. Like one of the biggest things that you get when you win the freaking title,
Yeah,
when you win the Super Bowl.
Which is hilarious with the fact because the AEW's owner owns a fucking NFL team.
And the only time that he will present his AEW championship is if the Jacksonville Jaguars win the Super Bowl. But guess what? How would that look? How would that look if Jacksonville won it? And normally WWE does it, but now AEW does it. How is that gonna look?
They biting their style, man.
Well, this is our team, so they should have our belt.
It would never be shown.
I can see it both ways.
It would never. Yeah, but it would never be shown.
But real quick, side note, before we get to the last match, did y'all see the hating ass tweet that Tony Khan put out about?
Some say he was trolling because he took a shot at Tony Schiavone.
Yeah, you ain't trolling shit. That was some hating ass shit that he did.
It can be both.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What did he say?
He was getting on Ariel,
the
MMA guy.
Yeah, the announcer.
He was getting on him
because he was at the AEW. I mean, the WWE
in the crowd.
Yeah, and then they had
he
him
did
on
the pre-show.
He did the
pre-show.
And remember, him and Tony Khan got a little issue because he didn't like the way that their interview. Ariel didn't like the way his interview with Tony went because Tony wasn't really giving him anything.
Yeah. I remember that. And so now he's banned for all AEW events.
Something like that. And then Tony Khan put out a hater ass tweet that just goes to show that he's a little boy.
Yep.
But either way, whatever. I just saw
fanboy. Fanboy.
Right here.
Oh, okay.
You're a fraud, Ariel Helwani. You're as legitimate a reporter as Tony Schiavone. So he took a shot at Tony Schiavone, so I don't even think this is whatever y'all was trying to say. Why would he take a shot at one of his main dudes? He ain't got no beef with Tony Schiavone.
I don't know. The whole
it's just a way for it's really just a way for him to get his name out there while WWE is having their event.
Of course.
That's one of his
5 seconds of fame. That's all.
Yeah. It's just like when WWE put on a halftime show during the Super Bowl.
That's different though.
How?
Because that shit worked.
It's still inserting yourself with something that had nothing to do with you.
And that shit worked though.
You talking about when Bianca came out there?
No. I'm talking about Velveteen Dream and all them.
Yeah.
When they did the wrestling match.
Yeah.
Bianca did it.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
She was the one that was wrestling.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying
though. But that shit
worked. Velveteen did too.
Yeah,
because everybody switched the channel over to see the match.
Yep, not everybody,
but why not? Majority of people though.
But we did.
As before we run out of time, let's go ahead and let's get into the nitty gritty. Okay. Final match of Elimination Chamber. This match to me, right here. Now y'all put your fingers down, man. I was going for Sammy. I was hoping Sammy would take it. But I have to say,
you don't got a Sammy shirt. You have a Bloodline shirt.
That this match, everything about it was freaking fantastic.
Story.
Right?
Yes.
Story.
Everything about it.
Yes.
The whole. I wish I was there.
The beginning.
I wish I was.
The standoff.
Like
the 10-minute standoff with no wrestling.
Even get to the standoff, right? Just Sami Zayn's Roman's entrance, right?
The boos.
Oh I mean, like the shit was loud where I had to turn my TV down a couple of times.
Have you ever heard somebody get booed like that?
The only time I've ever heard somebody get booed like that was when John Cena got booed when they did the one night only for the ECW.
If you take it back, Shawn Michaels Montreal Screwjob.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying that's the only time that I really heard like somebody cheer for one person that loud, right?
And I love that Roman came out first.
I love that Roman came out first. He gave Sammy his moment to shine.
Yeah.
And then when Sammy came out, man, I wish that I could have been there for Extreme Rules because I know that if it was that loud on my TV, like that shit was probably had to be like headphone,
the
like,
Olays, the Sammys. And
then the standoff was perfect.
Yeah.
Like the standoff was just perfect. Like,
and Roman
slightly getting pissed off because everybody's cheering for Sammy and they're booing him. Roman antagonizing Sammy's wife.
Yeah.
Talking about how
I was trying to take care of your family.
Like everything. Was the match itself the greatest? It was a little slow and then it picked up.
Yeah.
But I mean, I look at the overall.
Yeah.
Sammy kissing his wife mid-match.
Yeah, like it's just everything about it, man. Like,
It was the story.
It was that whole match told the entire story. Like it,
and the false finishes that made you really believe that holy shit, Roman's gonna lose.
Yeah, that.
Personally, I never
like it was the
but I think
the slight shoulder raise.
I did get scared once or twice.
The Haluba kick.
When Sammy hit that second kick and put Roman down, I said, "Oh."
I'm gonna tell you how good it was. They did a sometimes WWE fuck up camera angles, right?
Yeah.
Something that AEW is so poor at. No shots, thank you. So yeah, for during this, we're gonna put that down. But the camera angle. So when Roman gets the chair and he turns around, and Jey Uso is just standing in the ring.
Oh, perfect.
You don't even see him when he gets there.
Yeah.
He's just Roman turns around and he's there standing in between them.
Yeah.
With his head down.
Yeah.
Like perfect.
And I mean the way that's what I'm saying. Like we even have Paul Heyman
taking a stutter.
Take a stutter. Like everything about this, Paul Heyman never takes a bump. Really. No, it's a.
He hasn't taken a bump since the Undertaker.
No, he took on at the Brock.
Yeah,
the
Brock. Yeah, he did.
But I'm just saying, like,
F out through a tape.
Yeah, that's right.
It's very rare that Paul Heyman would take a.
Well, he got in there and got physical. He started trying to.
Exactly. So I mean, it's just it's just everything. And then the last thing about the match to me was that we knew KO was coming back, right?
Yeah.
I love that KO came back to save Sammy. I keep saying Sammy. Save Sammy, right? But immediately turned around and walked out of the ring
and gave him his moment.
No, it wasn't about giving him his moment. It was more about like, I got your back because you saved me, but at the same time, I'm not going to forget about all the shit that you put me through.
Yeah, like
you saw it tonight. KO got booed when he left the ring with Sammy tonight on Raw.
Yeah. So it's kind of like we know how the storyline is going to go. The bloodline is going to force them to really like mend whatever it is that they have going on, because we know Sammy and KO had this love-hate relationship.
We're going to see constant weeks of individual attacks until it's forced.
Yeah.
Almost like Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
Pretty much.
You remember when they were solo and they kept getting attacked by Legacy, and it took not
Triple
Legacy.
H.
Spirit Squad.
No, the one where it was Randy Orton's people. Was that Legacy?
Legacy.
Yes.
And then Triple H was like, maybe I should make a phone call.
Yeah.
And he called up Triple
But
H.
I remember when they was both head to head in the ring, and it was just like getting crunk, and then they finally threw up the DX, and then they brought the band back together. So it's something like that. Like we've seen it, but I think this time it hits a little different. My question is,
this time's gonna hit for the tag titles.
Yeah, my question is, where do y'all put Roman on the heel list?
Man, as of right now, number one. Clear.
I've been thinking about this, John, since I watched it. I was like, after this night, where do you put him on the heel list? Because I'm like, damn, because we got sadistic Randy Orton. We got Triple H when he was a heel.
You know what's so funny though? Yeah. I don't know if I should say this for another episode, right? But low key, my number one all-time heel has to be Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
I knew you was gonna put that. I knew one of y'all was gonna put that.
It wasn't gonna be me.
I just said I know
it wasn't gonna be me.
It's not gonna be a popular decision. Yeah. But the only reason why I put him at number one is just because
he changed the dynamic.
And not just that, but he changed the dynamic of wrestling when he went heel, right? And I feel like Roman Reigns has that same effect right now during his God mode reign. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Over 900 days, and he's changing the dynamic of wrestling.
Yeah.
With him being heel.
I probably would have said original DX Shawn Michaels, his heel run.
As number one?
Between all the Bret Hart stuff, how personal he got, and the Montreal Screwjob being involved in that. And
I can see that.
I all that stuff. Him versus the Undertaker, like that run that he had from like 97 to like early to pretty much just 97 that year before he lost to Stone Cold. Yeah, his beef with Austin, like Shawn Michaels went ham that year.
But he lost to Stone Cold because of Mike Tyson.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you put?
But shit, Roman's probably gonna lose because of his cousin.
I don't think so. I think Cody gonna beat him clean.
Would you put Roman over The Rock?
Yes.
As far as heel?
Yes. Yeah.
He was a more dominant heel.
Yeah.
He's a more dominant heel.
Because when The Rock was heel, The Rock was still liked.
But does Paul Heyman does Paul Heyman make Roman Reigns a better heel? Do you think he would be as heelish by himself?
No.
When it first started out, he needed Heyman. He doesn't necessarily need him now.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great addition. But when he first started, he definitely needed him.
Yeah.
He needed him to give him that legitimacy.
Listen, Heyman has done fantastic with anybody that he's taken on, except for
Cesaro and
Curtis Axel.
Curtis Axel,
yeah.
Curtis Axel was his biggest failure.
Yeah. He even tried to go gay for him.
Yeah. So yeah, like, cause I was looking, and I'm not gonna say Hollywood Hulk Hogan was definitely on my list, and I was like, Hollywood, Randy Orton, Roman.
I mean, of course, Randy Orton is in there too.
And it was just when he got the tats and shaved head, that crazy.
Well, when he became the Legend Killer for me was when he started like getting onto my list.
So now I have to ask, what type of heel are we talking about? Because if we talk about top heels, The Miz has been a top heel forever.
No.
So, top 10, but he's not in my top 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Heel Jericho?
He's not in Jay's top 20.
When he cut his hair and he's wearing the suits, when he hit Shawn Michaels' wife, when he punched her for real.
Jericho is not in my top 20. Okay.
Is he in your top 30?
He's in my top 30.
Well, I don't know if I know enough heels to deal.
Oh, you talking about heels? Okay,
yeah.
Well, I thought heels.
Yeah, talking about Heel Jericho.
Okay, he's in top 15.
He's in my top 10.
Yeah, Heel Jericho was
top
15.
My top 10.
Listen, you be happy, okay? I'm giving you 15.
I mean, shit, he ain't doing me no favor. But I don't know. That's what I like. But so going forward, it's Roman versus Cody for the currently still, because right now WWE says there's no plans to split the belts.
No plans to split them up. So
Cody's still taking the Universal Undisputed Champion.
That's only because when Cody wins, they're gonna make one title.
But the thing is, remember they said they wanted Roman to fight 2 nights. So I guess that's not happening. Unless something happens, I still think
I think Cody and Roman's on night 1. So Cody and Roman night 1. I mean, you see how they did the improv match with Stone Cold on night 2 with Vince McMahon.
Charlotte and Rhea gonna man one of them.
Could you see The Rock and Roman? Just a quick jobber match?
Nah.
Okay.
Hell no.
The Rock kind of, I think, because
he already shut it down. But
yeah, because I think we got XFL and he's at all those games and stuff like that. I think that's where he's currently.
I mean, he bought it for pennies on the dollar, and now he got to promote it.
And let me tell you, the first 2 nights were ridiculously awesome.
I know Vince is sick.
What?
I know Vince is sick.
He has to be. That shit was good.
I didn't watch any of it.
You got to watch a highlight.
He was never going to get the turnout that Dwayne Johnson's going to.
First of all, the rules, and I'm sorry, guys, just to get this out of the way. The rules, right? You could go for a 3-point play after you score a touchdown. And then you can defer to kick the ball off and go for a 4th and 15 to kick the ball. You just brought Sandlot shit into professional football. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's freaking awesome. So, guys, we got 2 months. A month.
This is what I was about to say. So when's the first time you think we're going to actually get a Cody versus Roman promo? Because right now we're just getting Cody and Heyman.
I think it's gonna be a SmackDown.
If it's not a SmackDown, it's going to be mid-March.
No, I think it might be.
They're gonna do.
I think it might be this Friday.
It could be. But I think Sammy's still going to show up. Like,
no, Sammy's definitely going to show up. But I think the storyline now is going to start getting pushed more towards Sammy and tag team. It's going to be more surrounding the issue that Jay has with Sammy and the bloodline, the tension that's caused between them two. And I think that's what they're going to start focusing. That's why they kind of pushed that whole thing with Jay to kind of push them towards that storyline. Mm-hmm. And then I think that we're going to have Roman, who's going to address it. He's going to address how he won, and then he's going to bring it over to Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I see Cody coming out on Friday? As much as I would like to, as a fan, now that I'm talking about it, I don't know if it'll be this Friday. But I think that Roman's definitely going to address it and touch it.
Yeah, we're probably lining up for a couple promos just like The Rock and John Cena.
No, that was a whole year. I don't know.
No, but I'm just saying like video, and one person in the ring and one person on Saturday.
I know what you mean. I just said, ain't nobody got time for that shit again. A year in advance.
So we're a little less than 2 months until WrestleMania. We definitely want you guys to put in, because we almost have a full lineup for what we're going to get as far as the main matches. So for you fans, definitely give us some input who y'all think is going to win, like the main titles and stuff. And as they start coming along, definitely give us a shout out. So once again, you have been listening to Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. This is your guy, JD, aka Mr. Mike Drop.
This is Jay, aka Mr. Rat.
Hey, yo, and this is Trey, aka Treyway, aka OTR Trey.
Bye, guys. Have a good night. Peace.